Imagine discovering that every shortcut you took becomes the life you're forced to live. This is the story of a carpenter who learned that truth the hard way. Once upon a time, nestled in a quiet mountain town, lived an old carpenter. His hands were a roadmap of his life, rough, scarred from decades of shaping wood into shelter and comfort. His eyes were soft, the kind that had seen life from every possible angle. He was the town's craftsman, the one everyone turned to. He built homes that sheltered generations of families, doors that swung open to new beginnings, and even the coffins that carried loved ones to their final peaceful rest. He wasn't famous, not by a long shot, but his work was his signature, and everyone in town knew and trusted it. After 40 long years of sawdust and sweat, he felt the weariness in his bones. He was ready to retire, to finally put down his hammer and enjoy the quiet life he had earned. He walked into his boss's office, his heart set on this new chapter. His boss, a man who had worked alongside him for years, listened patiently. "You've earned your rest," he said with a warm, understanding smile. The carpenter nodded, a wave of relief washing over him. But then, just as he was about to turn and leave, the boss added, "Just one last job. Build me one more house. A special project." The carpenter's heart sank a little. He wanted to say no, to explain that his spirit for the work had already retired. But out of respect, he agreed, though not with his heart. His mind was already on the porch swing, not the blueprint. He began the project, but the passion that had fueled him for 40 years was gone. He was just going through the motions, exhausted and completely done with the trade. So he took shortcuts. He ordered cheaper, second-rate lumber instead of the fine oak he was known for. He measured once, not twice. He ignored small mistakes he would have painstakingly fixed in his younger, more vibrant years. He kept telling himself, "It's good enough. It doesn't matter anyway. It's the last one. A crooked frame here, a weak joint there. It all got covered up." A few days later, when he hammered the final nail, he didn't feel the usual pride of a job well done. He felt nothing but hollow relief. It was over. His boss arrived at the finished house. He walked through it slowly, his footsteps echoing in the empty rooms. He ran his hand along the walls, tested the doors, but said nothing. The carpenter shifted his weight, a little anxious, just wanting to get this over with. Finally, the boss turned to him and handed him a small, ornate box. The carpenter opened it. Inside, resting on a velvet cushion, was a single, shiny silver key. "This house," the boss said gently, his voice full of sincerity, "is my gift to you. A thank you for all your years of dedicated service." The carpenter froze. The world stopped. His heart didn't just drop, it shattered. The house he had built so carelessly, the one with all the hidden flaws, was his. Every rushed cut, every crooked board, every corner he had skipped to save a few minutes of his time, he had been building for his boss. He had been building it for himself, and now he would have to live inside his own indifference. From that day forward, something inside him shifted. He never officially retired. When neighbors asked him to fix a squeaky door or a wobbly chair, he poured his whole soul into the work. He treated every small task with the love and attention he had once reserved for his greatest projects. He built as if he were building for himself because he finally, truly understood. In life, you always live inside what you build. Your choices become your future. Your daily effort becomes your reputation. Your habits, good or bad, become your destiny. Every single day, with every decision you make, you are building your own house. So build it with care. Build it with honesty. Build it with purpose. Thank you so much for watching. Stay inspired, stay blessed. This is Inspire Ignite.